Good morning. I'm Cameron A. Bailey Sr. I'm coming to you on behalf of my upcoming book, The Eight Laws of Mindset: Unlocking the Secret from Attraction to Possession. I am a male. As you can see from my skin color, some will call me or refer to me as being a black male. Let's see, I'm 51, so some would call me from that, say that I am a middle aged. I live in a studio alone, so some might refer to me or categorize me as being single. I'm actually divorced. Some may categorize me socioeconomically as being poor. My Let's see. I have children. Let me back up. I am an only child, and I did not grow up with a dad. So for that fact, some may refer me or categorize me as a bastard. I am a dad. I father children, so some may call me a dad or an absentee father because I only stayed with my children part of their life. But with their okay. So now I am also a son. I have a mother. I am a cousin because of my relatives. I have a half sister wherever she is, and she has children, which then makes me an uncle and a brother. Let's see, I own my own business, so that makes me self employed or an entrepreneur. I once had a job, so I was an employee because I worked for someone. Oh, my grandmother is still alive, so that makes me a grandson. My Let's see, I've written other books, so I'm an author. I've written poetry and had poetry published, so I'm a poet. I have played lead guitar, so then that makes me a musician on a level, a certain level of musician. I'm not a professional musician because I have not been paid for playing guitar. I hope by now you get the drift that my point is that I have many roles and many responsibilities. And so, or as some people say, that I have, or as far as refer to it as changing hats. Now, in all of those situations and more, there is one thing that is common in all those situations and all those roles, and that is myself. I am the common denominator. I want you to take a moment to think about yourself. What hats do you wear? What roles do you play? What responsibilities do you have in various capacities and in various roles? In all of those things, you are the common denominator. In all of our relationships, regardless of the type of relationship, the individual is the common denominator. Therefore, it is the mind of the individual that determines, in regards to who they say and believe they are, that interacts and determines their input into all of those relationships and all of their roles and all of those capacities, that has an impact and result in all of those areas that come to be a sum total known as the life experience. These things like this will not be taught to you or explained to you, as I just did, by The Secret or The Secret 2 or the laws of attraction. Let me take you somewhere else next. Has there ever been, or have you ever experienced in life a situation, a circumstance that demanded you achieve a certain result? I mean, it didn't matter what else happened in the world. If the world blew up itself, you had to achieve this certain thing. In that moment, your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions We're all unified together, working toward bringing you to that common goal that resulted in your life experience. And in that life experience, with the unification of those four things, you achieved that thing, you accomplished that goal. So what is the difference between you're having accomplished that goal and any other goals that you have set out to achieve and have not achieved? I'll tell you what that difference is. That difference is that your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions have not been unified in harmony, working together toward a common goal. That's what the difference is. I got that from my grandmother. God, I love my grandmother. I really do. She always say the difference is. And that's what the difference is. Now you say, yes, we all have differences. But there's one thing that's common. We all have a mind. We all have thoughts. We all have feelings. We all speak in words. And we all take action. Yes. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what your culture is. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't care or have concern, but what I'm saying is that your culture, your language, your background, the situations, all of those things are variables. And the one common thing, there is a common denominator in all of life, in all of life situations. And that is the individual. And that individual has thoughts, feelings, words, and actions that produce and result in the experience that they call life. See, it's not about what cards you are dealt, but it's about working with the cards that have been dealt to you. We all have been dealt the same cards. We all been dealt the same cards. What are those cards? Those cards are thoughts, feelings, words, and actions that result in a life experience. In other words, when we work toward a goal, a dream, a desire, an idea, the cell phone was once an idea that occurred as an image in the imagination, the act of imaging. And from that image, we repeated that image and dissected that image and saw what parts made up that image in order to reassemble that image and so that occurred at the thought level. There was a desire, which is a feeling, to manifest or make that image and bring that image into reality. So then we began to speak words and describing the feelings which come from the thoughts and the image that we have in our mind, and how to create and form that which was in our image and that we were thinking about. And we felt great and excited. And from there, we began to take action to find the materials required to assemble in order to make that thing that we imagine manifest and be real, that we could touch and use as we imagined. So, when we talk about the law of attraction, that has to do with visualization. And so we visualize in order to attract. Yes. Anyway, I've given you a lot to think about. And here's the thing again. In the book, the title of the book is, look for it. Look for the updates. I'm going to be creating more videos like this. Again, The 8 Laws of Mindset. Unlocking the secrets from attraction to possession. I want to end this video with a question that needs to be answered, that only you can answer. Would you like to attract $1 million? Or do you want to possess $1 million? If your answer to that question is that you want to possess $1 million, then what that means is that you want